Don't be afraid, remember the dreams. Here you go, time to rise. Find your space, be proud of yourself. Take the spotlight, unless you try, you will never find the strength that is inside. Unless you fly, you will never reach for the stars in the night.
Good day everyone and welcome to the much awaited final day of the 2025 WPA Heyball Parasport World Championship, presented to you by Joy Billiards, uniting the world, and Liebe Win Ultimate Quality Napta Cloth. This is the final day. Our first match of the day is the men's standing category. We have Liu Junwei from China against Mehta Anant from India. And I have to say, since the beginning of the tournament, these two players have been the favorites. They have been just running through their opponents. I know in the previous match, Mehta Anant going through Rob Elsley, home favorite, 5-1. I think that match only took about 45 minutes, and Liu Junwei as well, running through this field. Liu Junwei is our reigning champion from the 2024 WPA Heyball Parasport World Championship in Los Angeles, and he's made it to the final. He's here to defend his title against Mehta Anant from India. This is his first international WPA Heyball Parasport event. He did not take part in last year's event, and we are here to see what he can do in this final. And straight away potting 2 balls on that break. You can see the break rule has been changed this year. Use of the triangle, no more using the magic rack, and also cue ball can be placed anywhere behind balk. A legal break for the new rules revision 2025 is 4 balls just have to make contact with the cushion. That 4-point break, balls having to cross the balk line, has been done away with. There we did see those new rules coming into play in the recent 13th Grandmasters Finals presented by Joy in China. And there was a winner break format there as well. Winner break format using the triangle. It's very interesting. Saw a lot of dry breaks, but just with the magic rack, the players will definitely find their way around that break and be able to make consistent breaks, I'm sure, very soon. So this is a race to 5, 100-minute time limit. Stays the exact same throughout the tournament. Players get 45 seconds a shot. As you can see, there is a referee on the table, so he has a stopwatch in hand, timing the players' shots, calling 10 seconds, and then counts down from 5 to 0. Players are allowed 1 extension of 30 seconds per frame. And a a lot more exciting action to come our way today. We have 3 categories here at the Parasport World Championship: the men's standing, men's wheelchair and ladies mixed. The next final on the TV table at 11:30 a.m. local time here in Brisbane, Australia, will be the ladies mixed, and that will be Heidrun Goldberg against Catherine Schneeberger from Switzerland. Heidrun also here to defend her title from last year. And then we have the men's wheelchair division at 2 p.m. local time, so that'll be later today. So do stay tuned to our live channels on Facebook and YouTube. We have also shared the live score brackets and the digitalpool.com link, so you can have a look at the players' run up to the final as well. We see Mehta Anant going for that break and run and just missing that ball to the center pocket, so he's left this table open now for Liu Junwei. And what we've seen from him throughout this tournament is excellent cue action, pinpoint accuracy. And I'm pretty sure we'll see more of the same in this match, if not better. One thing I have noticed about both these players is they relish the opportunity to play on this main TV table at this event, actually playing their best in this arena. This has been a fantastic tournament, and huge congratulations to all involved pulling off this tournament, especially to WPA and Joy, working tirelessly to get this venue set up, get the table set up. We have 12 Q8 Golden Lake Joy tables here, steel block cushions, and they are clothed with the Libo Win 8848 cloth. 9 tournament tables for use in the tournament and 3 practice tables for the players. How does he plan on getting on this 9? He looks to be a touch straight on this 11. He just managed to cue through that angle, and he looks perfect on this 9 to the left center. Trying to hold for the black ball in the opposite center pocket, and he has just miscalculated that 9 to the center, and I think that's going to be a costly mistake. One good positional shot for Mehta Anant to get to that 5 ball. And what a brilliant first showing from this player. It's the first time in this tournament able to come in the final against the reigning champion. Looks like he might just be okay with the cue ball. Let's have a look at how he plays this. Does he run the cue ball up table and then back down, or just try and hold the cue ball up table, give himself a long black ball? So far I've seen him play very positive shots, especially in that semi-final where he was on absolute top form. Played it to keep the cue ball up table, but just over the halfway line, so he's not left this black ball too long. It's a good opportunity for him to draw first blood in this final, get himself on the scoreboard. And that's India's Mehta Anant on the scoreboard, taking that first frame. That was only his second visit to the table, so one mistake each in that frame, but Mehta Anant able to capitalize on his opponent's mistake, taking that frame, and he now leads 1-0 in this final. If you are just joining us, this is the final day of the 2025 WPA Parasport Heyball World Championship, and what a tournament it's been. And if you have joined us, stay tuned. We have two more finals coming after this, the men's wheelchair and the ladies mixed. Some exciting matches to come. These matches are timed at 100 minutes, but with the way the players are playing in this division and in this match, I highly doubt we are going to get there. Very quick players indeed. So now we see the reigning champion Liu Junwei to the table. To be honest, I can't really predict a winner for this match. Watched both these players play. I watched Liu Junwei play last year as well. It's too hard to predict a winner, especially with the way Mehta Anant played in the semi-final yesterday evening. He was absolutely flawless. Maybe he only missed one or two balls in that entire match. So when he's on form, he's an absolutely devastating player. Also quite tough to play against. He comes in very positive, not afraid to take on the shots. Also, those previous two pots in the last frame, the 5 and the black ball, tells you that his eye's in. He seems to be in form. I have to say, a huge boost of Heyball in India recently, especially with one of the From China with Love series events there last year, the Junior World Championship in Bangalore, India. So Heyball India and Pranit Ramchandani doing a very good job to promote Heyball in India. And that's why we saw so many players from that country at the Joy Masters event, about 70 players coming through. And in saying that, a special mention, one of the players from India, Shivam Arora, making it to the last 24 in that event out of 750 players. So big ups to Shivam Arora and Heyball India for doing so much for the sport. That previous shot was a foul in Heyball. You have to play a touching ball, actually. It's not play away from a touching ball. A touching ball can move. You can play through the ball or make contact with another ball. And that's why you saw the foul being given there. Good day everyone on the stream. Thank you so much for joining us. Hi Peter, Jeremy Hill. Hi Matt Thompson. Nice to have you on the stream. Not being rude at all, Matt, but it's a good question. So here at the Parasport event, we do have the men's standing division. So it's players who don't need a wheelchair, but are disabled players in that category. And then we also have the wheelchair players and the ladies mixed. So all those details are in the player's guide, which we will share as well. And yeah, it's quite a lot of details to go into, but a very interesting read if you are interested in knowing the ins and outs of the Parasport division. "55 players at this tournament this year. I think from about 20 countries being represented, so another huge turnout. And quite a few players that played last year in LA playing here again. Obviously, the champions have made it to the final. As we see Liu Junwei, he's in the final, and also Hydrat Goldberg in the final in the ladies mixed category. Yeah, so far those are the 3 categories that we do have here at the Parasport World Championship, and those 3 finals coming to us today, starting with the men's standing division. And I see that looks like that was a mistake from Liu Junwei. His final might be getting to him, as he cannot afford to give Mehta Anant these kind of opportunities. Has to go from the 1 to the 6 now, leave himself an angle on the 6 to get back to that black ball, potting that black ball in the top right corner pocket. But I have to say, he looks like a good favorite for this frame. Oh wow, what a shot that is. Not too sure if he overscrewed that or he meant to play on that to the center pocket, but it's a great piece of cueing, and you do see how composed he is. Same pre-shot routine, same composure on every single shot. Has a lot to do with the results he's getting in this tournament. Would be nice if you can play the 6 into the left center, get the cue ball down through 2 cushions and back up for the black ball. There we go. Can really see he wants to get very close to his work. Didn't want to leave that. I thought he's going to go 2 cushions and just come into the angle, leave himself a half table length black ball into the top right. But you could see with that shot, he wanted to get that cue ball in balk. And that's why. That is why Mehta Anant goes 2-0 up in this final over last year's champion Liu Junwei. And what can we say? That mistake from Liu Junwei, so his mistake's really costing him. That's a second mistake that Mehta Anant has capitalized on. And yeah, just not giving Liu Junwei a chance back to the table. And that's why the score is now 2-0 in this race to 5. Of course, it is a time limit match, but with the pace that these players are playing at, don't think we'll get there. It is a 100-minute timed match. Have been playing for around 20 minutes now, so still 80 minutes remaining on the clock. Mehta Anant to break in this third frame. He is leading 2 frames to 0 over Liu Junwei, the reigning champion. When we come to the final day, it's always a little bit bittersweet. As we know, we'll be crowning new champions or previous champions, but also that a fantastic tournament comes to an end. But once again, it's been another brilliant tournament by the WPA and Joy. Always giving the players the best treatment and the finest conditions to showcase their skills. Liu Junwei taking solids, but not leaving himself anything great on the table after that opening shot off the dry break. And to be honest, we've not seen the best of him yet in this final. Not at all. Our next match on the TV table is at 11:30 a.m. local time here in Brisbane, Australia. That is GMT plus 10. And that will be the ladies mixed division. Defending champion Hydrid Goldberg from the USA against Catherine Schneeberger from Switzerland. And that's also first and second from last year. Catherine coming in second to Hydrid last year. So you can see the consistency in the players. And our 2 bronze finalists are Notuli Malusi from South Africa and Malande Deploy from South Africa as well in the ladies division. So big congratulations to them. And a huge congratulations to all the players that have come out here to Brisbane, Australia in support of this tournament. A little bit of good fortune there for Mehta Anant, and you know what they say, fortune favors the brave. So of course, in a timed match like this, it is very important to get out ahead. Even if you are 4-0 up with 20 minutes to go, the pressure is on your opponent. Even if you start dealing with pressure as well, your opponent starts coming back into the match. Time then becomes the issue, so very important to get those first few frames on the board. get out in front. Yeah, those are the kind of shots that he's been knocking in all tournament. That's what we're used to seeing. Everything's open for him here. If he gets the cue ball down table, the 6 goes, and there we see that excellent opening pot from him. The 6 ball does go into the bottom right. Just needs to get that cue ball there. Yeah, he wins this frame. He's back in the match. Looking at how he's going to get to that 6, I would say off the 7 right now. Leaves the cue ball down table and he can then play the 6. Decided to come around for the 4 first. Yeah, that also works. The only thing with that was, if you give yourself the wrong angle on the 4, you'll be in trouble. And he's not perfect on this 4 ball. Just gonna run the cue ball through a little bit. See him using all of the pocket there off the outside jaw. Does he have the gap? Does he have the gap? I think he does. I think he's good. And if he can pot this black ball, it's after that amazing opening pot in the 5 to the bottom corner. He's very tentative with this one. So much to play for. Also, not only the title, not only defending his title, but $10,000 up for grabs for the winner in each division in this tournament, and a total prize fund of $60,000 US. Oh, he's hung it. He's hung the black ball, and that brings his opponent back to the table. But this is tough. This is tough because from where we seated, it doesn't look like the stripe combination is on, unless... Oh, have a look at this. He wants to play the 11 off the 12 ball, which will then open the 12 and the 10. Oh, this will be fantastic. What a shot this will be if he pulls this off. Got to keep your nerve in a situation like this. Trust your instincts. Trust your first shot choice. Oh, what a shot that is. Needs this 12 to go back, but look at the cue ball. Ah, that is so unfortunate. Have a look at this shot once again. Played it almost perfectly. And I would have given him the odds if that cue ball came back down table. I would have given him the odds to make that finish, but with that cue ball going in, score is now 2-1 to Mehta Anant over Liu Junwei, the defending champion. I have to say that Liu Jun deserved that frame, that fantastic pot on the 5 ball. Should have made the clearance at that visit, actually. So we have a fight on our hands. Liu Jun has come to the party. Some excellent pots in that last frame will definitely have the confidence up. Using that side break, hitting the second ball. Looks to be a try break. It is. Mehta Anant from India to the table. He leads 2-0 in this race to 5. 100-minute time limit match. We have been playing for around 30 minutes already. So 70 minutes left on the clock. I have to say, since I've been watching him play, so rare to see a positional error. Usually so pinpoint with that cue ball. Excellent understanding of the pace of the table, the dynamics of this game, the physics of this game. Just a containing safety shot from Liu Junwei. But what I do see, I see a 9-10 combination. Not sure if that goes to the bottom left, but it's definitely there. It's close. We'll see if he can get the cue ball in the center of the table. We'll be looking at that. Oh, I just disturbed that. So this is the stage in the match now where players are trying to secure the frame as much as they can with their visit, making sure that they definitely come back to the table if they can't pot. I'm sure he would have wanted the 2-ball more down table, closer to the bottom pocket at least. So who is going to be the first to go for finish in this frame? Yeah, there's problems on this table for both players. Stripes has the bunch in the middle, along with the 11 and 7 on the side. Looks like he's taking the 10. Yep. Getting that 10 closer to the pocket, and he's disturbed the bunch with that shot. Still hard to call a player who's at the advantage in this frame. I'd have to say Stripes has the slight advantage in this frame. But let's see what Liu Junwei, the defending champion, can do. You know, sometimes one good shot you can open up the entire frame. Okay, he's pushed that stripe 9 of his opponents near that pocket, so yeah, if Mehta Anant can somehow free his stripes at the bottom of the table, he'll be on his way to a third point. If you are just joining us, this is the day of the finals, final day here at the 2025 WPA Heyball Parasport World Championship. And the first final that we have on the TV table is the men's standing category. Liu Junwei, the defending champion from China, against Mehta Anant from India. This is his first time playing in this event. Made it all the way to the finals already. $10,000 up for grabs for the winner of each division, and of course the crown of Parasport World Champion. Have a look at that for a shot. Double bank in the corner, gives himself a little smile. But what he was actually doing there was opening up his stripes at the bottom, which he did do. But yeah, Mehta Anant definitely getting a good few rolls in this match. He has been playing really well, really aggressive. It is amazing how you see when you do play positive, every shot, every stroke, things start to go your way. It's not by chance. That's an interesting shot choice. Chose to pot his opponent's ball, which is a legal shot in Heyball rules as long as you make contact with your ball on first. But he's left the spot on, and if he gets this, he's gonna be on the 10. As long as he can hold that cue ball in the same line. There we go, and he should be on the 10. Oh, now how do you play this? How do you play this? That's exactly the thought going through his mind. Do you roll it in, roll it to the pocket, or do you deep screw this at pace? Yeah, tough decision. Playing this at pace, you you're not guaranteed where that ball's going to lie. If you do miss it, it's going to be just moving all over. Deciding to roll it through. Looks to me like he let up slightly on that stroke as well. That wasn't very committed to that shot. Not like the other shots he's been playing. Liu Junwei with a tactical shot, but he could have done much more with that. I mean, he's left him the entire ball. Could have definitely done more. He's left him the entire ball. He's also left him the one cushion. One cushion kick off the left side. Yeah, playing that at pace. He wanted to kick that in and get the cue ball more up table for the black ball as well. So this now is a really good opportunity for Liu Junwei to equalize this match at 2 apiece. Yeah, very confident shooting from him. Can run the cue ball through, play the 2 ball in the same pocket. Also excellent cue ball control from Liu Junwei in those tight spaces. Oh, almost going too far. Almost, but he looks good. Good opportunity to get himself on this black ball and even up this match at 2 apiece. Oh, he's underrun that a little bit. He would have liked for that cue ball to come to about halfway up the table so he could play this black ball easily into the right center. A little bit of tension in that cue arm. It's there. It's there. Score is now 2-all. Liu Junwei brings it back in this match from 2-0 down to 2-all. And that's why he's the defending champion. So the next match, the next final after this will be at 11:30 a.m. local time here in Brisbane, Australia at the Gabba Cricket Stadium. And that is GMT plus 10, 11:30 a.m. And we have Hydrid Goldberg from the US against Catherine Schneeberger from Switzerland. That is the ladies mixed finals. They'll be on the TV table, race to 400 minutes as well. And then our last final for the day will be at 2 p.m. local time, and that is the men's wheelchair category, where we have Henrik Larsson from Sweden against Matej Brakovic from Slovenia, and that will be a race to 500 minutes. So score now 2-all in this race to 5. It comes down to who can handle the big match better. The pressure would have definitely been on Liu Junwei at 2-0 down, but put his head down and made those clearances. Played defensive when he needed to, and he's got himself back into this match. So we're just coming up to halfway through this match now. This is a timed match at 100 minutes. We just reach about 50 minutes of play. Score 2-all. I say they have settled slightly after those first two frames. Those first two frames was just clearance after clearance. Now settled into a bit of a rhythm where the players are making sure of each frame, or trying to make sure of each frame. Once again, another good opportunity for Mehta Anant. Only problem I see on this table is the 9 ball at the bottom left, passing the 2. It's the only issue I see on this table. Oh, what an absolute beauty of a shot that was. It wasn't necessary because he played quite a bad positional shot before that, but look at this recovery. That is a recovery shot of the tournament. Unbelievable shot from Mehta Anant. And sometimes when you put yourself in these situations where you're forced to play a shot like that, you'll find another gear. You'll actually shock yourself at the kind of shots you can pull off. Now, has that little nudge from the 3 opened up the 9? Mehta Anant is a snooker player. Dead giveaway, looking for the rest at the top of the table. It was an excellent pot on that, but doesn't have the best position on the 15. He can see it, he can see the potting angle. Also has to try hold the cue ball after the shot. No, it's not there. It's not there. He's got it almost in the jaws of that pocket. It always does add element of pressure on your opponent if you have a ball in the pocket like that, or should I say had. It's a pretty neat shot, but and yes, it is a legal shot in the rules of Heyball as long as you make contact with your ball first. Don't need to pot your ball, and you can pot your opponent's ball. He's looking to snooker behind the 3 ball. Yeah, there we go. But oh, he almost got unlucky. Almost 2 ball, almost pushing the black ball out into open play. So that's what we were talking about. You also have to know when to play defensive. If the finish isn't there, it isn't there. So if you look at this shot by Liu Junwei, he's played defensive. All his solids are now in the open. If Mehta Anant cannot pot this black ball or get the cue ball safe, could be looking at 3-2 to Liu Junwei. That was a nice hit. That was a really nice hit, but as we've said, have a look at the table now. All for the taking for solids. In that scenario, you have to take the right shot, not the easy shot. Most players would have looked at the 3 ball, taken that, and then made position from there. But if your brain, the first thought through your head was the right shot is the 2 ball, then that's what you have to do. You have to always maintain positive shooting. Now in this scenario, I'd actually be taking the 3 away first, opening up the pocket for the black ball. However, he's looking at playing the 3 and coming off 2 cushions, coming back for the black ball. That could be risky. Because you can always get from the 6 to the black ball. But here, if you don't judge the pace right, there you see him pointing at the cushion. He's planning to go 2 cushions back for the black ball into the same pocket. This is all about pace. This is all about pace. It's not good, it's not great. It's not bad either. He's having a hard look at the potting angle on this black ball down to the bottom left. Yeah, that was the issue with the positional shot from the 3. It was going to be very difficult to come perfect on that black ball as you were coming across the angle. He's lucky he hasn't left it easy for Mehta Anant. A lot of distance between cue ball and object ball. Oh, what a shot that is, and the cue ball safe as well. That is 3-2 now to Mehta Anant from India as he leads the reigning champion Liu Xunwei from China. That was quite a frame. Mehta Anant first onto that black ball, leaving that stripe in the pocket, his opponent coming and potting that stripe, and then very nearly making the clearance after that excellent safety shot. But that positional shot from the 3, how costly will that be? Liu Xunwei with the break in the 6th frame. This is a race to 5, score 3-2. 100-minute time limit match, and we have been playing for about 60 minutes, so 40 minutes left on the clock. And this is the final of the men's standing category. Winner goes home with not only $10,000 but also the title, the very much coveted title of WPA Heyball Parasport World Champion 2025. I can imagine that Liu Xunwei wants to hang on to that title. That title was his last year. Comes into this tournament as the reigning champion. He's played like a champion throughout this tournament. But his opponent in Mehta Anant from India, what an absolute force he is. I think one of his best matches in this tournament was that semi-final against Australia's Rob Elsley. That was a powerhouse match. That was a true showing of what he's actually capable of. Won that match 5-1 in a matter of 40 minutes or 45 minutes. Showed a very high standard, extremely high. You can see two minds about that shot. He was thinking of playing the 2, but then he'd be opening up the stripes at the same time. A nice shot played by Liu Junwei, potting his opponent's ball. That is a legal shot in Heyball. Now this forces his opponent to play one of those solids down table, not having that easy 3 in the pocket anymore. Oh yeah, same shot from Mehta Anant. Except with that one, he was not able to leave his ball in the pocket. Almost every frame after those first 2 has been going tactical. Just tells you how important this match is, how important every frame is for this title. Oh, what an effort that is. What an effort that is. Full table length bank shot to the top corner on that 5 ball. Brilliant effort. That's another fantastic bank shot from Liu Junwei. Not only the bank, he was also able to open up his stripe, but thing is now he needs one good positional shot from the 11 down to the 15. From this angle, it doesn't look like the 15 passes the 4. Calls his extension. Players do get 1 extension per frame of 30 seconds. And that is above their 45 seconds per shot. Okay, this is not bad. This is not bad. He's got the 15 down to the bottom left corner. also has a slight angle to get up for the black ball. There we go, good pot. He's deciding to leave it long. Now, does the black ball go? It does. It does, off the outside jaw. Past the 5 it goes. This black ball for 3 all. No mistake from Liu Junwei. What a pot that is. Score is now 3 all in this race to 5. 100-minute timed match. There is about 32 minutes left on the clock, approximately. And we are at 3 all. So in other words, this is now a race to 2 for the championship. If you are just joining us, this match turning out to be a real cracker on the TV table. The final of the men's standing category here at the 2025 WPA Heyball Parasport World Championship, presented to you by Joy Billiards, uniting the world, and Lieberwin. Some of the best cloth available on the market. So Liu Junwei has not led in this match. He's always been playing from behind, and somehow he's been able to always make that little comeback and not let his opponent get away. That is not the best positional shot that we have seen from Liu Junwei. But once again, fantastic recovery shot. You don't need to be the best positional player if you can pot like that, and his potting is some of the best we've seen in this tournament. Now he must have already had a look at how he plans to disturb the 7. 7 currently not potable in the center, and I don't think he wants to take that down to the bottom corner. So if he does have the angle on the 4, he might go and disturb the 7 right now. You'd be very unlucky to not be on the 7 or the 1 after a shot like that. So 5 first. I think you'll see he'll make sure he's low on the 4 ball. Might be too much, but I think he can get into the cue ball enough. Have a look at the 7 ball. There we go. There we go. As I said, he'll be very unlucky to not be on the 1 or the 7, but I think he's on both. 7 goes to the top. It's not an easy shot, but it goes. 1 as well into the center. Good morning to you, Irving Gomez, my friend. I hope you had a great tournament, was watching some of your games and your scores as well. And I do hope to see you in the future. Thanks for always being on the streams, and thanks for the support. Always much appreciated, Irving. Oh, where's this cue ball? Oh, that is an unforced error. How has he done that? That was one of the best finishes I've seen. Executed every shot there to perfection. The nudge on the 7 ball. Even the way he played the 1 and the 3. That's what happens, a little bit of tension in that cue arm and you overscrew the ball. That can happen, unfortunately. And what a time for that to happen at 3-all in this race to 5. You are fighting for the championship against an in-form Mehta Anant from India. What can he do with that ball in hand? Can he capitalize on that error from Liu Junwei? Having said that, he hasn't given himself the best cue ball position at the moment. This is a tester. 11 to the bottom, left corner pocket. It's there. It's there, and I think he thought maybe he'd get the cue ball away from the black ball, but have a look at where the cue ball is if he did miss that. 2 kisses off the 13 and the 14. He's just 4 pots away from being on the hill and that much closer to winning this men's standing category final and being the champion of this Parasport World Championship. He's okay. He's okay. He's not perfect. Needs to pot this and make position on the 10 down table. It's there. How's the cue ball? How is the cue ball? Oh, what a kiss. What a kiss on the 10 ball. And that one's there as well, landing pretty nicely on this black ball, and this black ball now for 4-3, putting him on the hill. Mehta Anant is on the hill. Mehta Anant from India is just one away from winning the championship. And there you see some of his supporters. He's got quite a lot of support at this tournament, as well as on the live stream. So he is just one away from defeating the defending champion, winning the $10,000, and of course being crowned the men's standing category 2025 WPA Heyball Parasport World Champion. This is a timed match, a 100-minute timed match, about 20 or so minutes left on the clock. More than enough time for these players to finish this match. And that's another clearance of that mistake from Liu Junwei. Too many mistakes. Too many. And real unforced errors. Mistakes he wasn't making in the other matches that we saw. Managed to make a ball on the break. Three ball goes into the center. Score is now 4-3 to Mehta Anant from India. Liu Junwei deciding to go solids. I do think solids is the better ball set in this frame if you have a look at the stripes that are on the left side. And all of a sudden this looking quite good, looking like a good chance for him to equalize. What more can we ask for a final if this goes all the way to a decider? It shows us that the two athletes in the final are very evenly matched. And in my eyes, that's a sign of a successful tournament, a well-run tournament, where you have the two best players playing in the final. And once again, massive congratulations to all the players in this tournament. The WPA Joy Billiards for pulling off such an amazing event here in Brisbane, Australia. Slightly loose with that cue ball. Is he on the one? I think he is. I think he can just get to the potting angle of the one. Past the 9. Yeah, it looks to me like it just goes. I've got a feeling this match is going right down to the wire. I feel we're going to have a decider. Just needs one good positional shot here. And there it is, and this will be the first break and run of the match. And it's there. Oh, that was a beautiful break and run from Liu Junwei, the defending champion. The score is now 4-all in the men's standing category final of this tournament. Race to 5, one frame to play. One frame takes it all. One frame takes it all, and it will be Mehta Anant to break in this final frame. We have about 18 minutes left on the clock, so more than enough time for these players to finish this frame. The winner of this frame walks away with the title of men's standing category Heyball Parasport World Champion, as well as the $10,000 prize money for the winner of each division. $60,000 of prize money, total payout in this tournament. I'm sure if you have been watching the Joy and WPA Heyball tournaments, you can see Heyball is definitely the sport to be playing. I mean, in the recent 13th Grandmasters, total prize fund was $1.6 million. So look at that. If you are a Q Sport player, or even if you're not a Q Sport player, this is the game to be playing. Oh, he's missed that. And at the end of the day, all you want in a decider is a chance to come to the table. Worst way to lose a decider is if your opponent runs the rack out. And now, the defending champion Liu Junwei with a chance. And he has taken stripes, and have a look at stripes. I see 4 stripes open. One of the stripes, 11 ball in the corner pocket. Hasn't given himself the best cue ball position, but we've seen how he can pot, and he just needs one good pot out of this. Just one. And there it is. There it is. He's just 4 more pots away from keeping his title. Oh, beautiful, beautiful shot. Well played. Positive playing as always, as we've seen him playing throughout this tournament. You can see he is taking that extra second or two to make sure he knows exactly where he wants that cue ball. And there we go. Now he just needs to pot this 11 ball and make sure that cue ball comes around the black ball. Even if it runs into the 4, kisses off the 4, it'll be okay. I have to say, this entire match now comes down to this shot. The championship comes down to this shot. It's called his extension, and for good reason. Here it comes into the 4. Oh, that's perfectly executed. Oh, he's executed that absolutely perfectly. And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Liu Junwei from China. He has retained his title, wins the $10,000 as well. I mean, well played to both players. That was an excellent final going all the way. And a massive congratulations to Mehta Anant from India, making it all the way to the final. That really could have gone either way. That was absolutely brilliant. Thank you guys for tuning in to this final of the men's standing category. We have another 2 finals coming your way. The women's mixed division final, Hydrid Goldberg from USA against Catherine Schneeberger from Switzerland. That is at 11:30 a.m. local time here in Brisbane, Australia. That is GMT plus 10, so that is in about an hour's time on the main TV table. Look out for the Joy stream on the Facebook page and YouTube page. I am your commentator from South Africa, Raymond Tilak, and we will be back with you shortly. Thank you guys so much.